The biotech sector is blowing up in recent days, and in today's video I have a tiny biotech penny stock that could be next. In my last video 2 days ago, we seen InMed Pharma, which ran from $2.40 up to $5, and 2 weeks ago I covered IPA stock at just 53 cents, which has been soaring ever since, hitting a new 52-week high today. In today's video, I will be talking about NanoViricides. This stock is traded on NYSE, ticker symbol NNVC. If you like penny stocks and you like biotech stocks in particular, then this really needs to be on your watch list because this one has a history of making parabolic moves. Now we've got a lot to get through in this video, so I will try to keep this intro short, but if you find any value in this, can I ask you to smash the like button? It takes a lot of time to make these videos, but it literally takes 2 seconds and costs nothing to smash the like button, and it helps the channel out so much. I'm aiming to get 500 likes on this video. Help me hit that goal. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and hit the bell notification so you don't miss out on any new content like this. I want to point out that I'm not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice, so always do your own due diligence. Now let's get into it. NanoViricides is a clinical stage nano-biopharmaceutical company that develops and commercializes drugs for the treatment of viral infections. The company's unique NanoViricide platform technology defines a novel mechanism enabling first-in-class drugs against viruses. It is designed to specifically attack envelope virus particles on the same sites that they could bind to cells and dismantle them, blocking reinfection cycle, going beyond what antibodies and immunotherapeutics do. NanoViricides is one of the few biopharma companies with its own multi-kilogram scale GMP capable manufacturing facility in Sheldon, Connecticut. This facility is fully owned by the company with no mortgage and is a major asset. This flexible multi-product pilot plant can supply drug product for all the company's programs through human clinical trials. This manufacturing ability enables substantial time and cost savings in drug development programs and is capable of production for initial marketing, enabling early revenues upon drug approval of about $100 to $500 million per year. Now, this company has a number of drug candidates at various stages of development, which we can see here, but their main drug candidate, NV387, is attempting to do something that even the largest pharma companies have been unable to achieve so far, and that is to design a broad-spectrum antiviral that can be effective against several indications all at once. NV387 is being targeted at RSV, COVID, monkeypox, smallpox, and the flu. And while we tend to think of the flu as being, well, just a flu, seasonal influenza kills on average of 700,000 people per year. And during large flu pandemics, which we have every few years, the death toll can be substantially higher. So there is a huge addressable market here. Now, before we look at the investor's presentation, NNVC have had some news recently. NanoViricides have announced that they have commissioned an animal trial to evaluate certain drug candidates in a lethal animal infection model, and that the study will be initiated as soon as the animals arrive. NV387 actually cured lethal RSV infection in animals, and measles is a cousin of RSV, giving confidence that NV387 will have strong activity against measles virus as well, according to CEO Anil Diwan. Now, this bit is important. There is no approved drug for the treatment of measles virus infection. Recently, the CDC included vitamin A as part of the standard of care for measles infection. Vitamin A is known to help malnourished children with measles, but its role as a supplementary addition to non-deficient patients is not known. The CDC also recommended use of ribavirin in extreme cases as a last resort, which is a toxic nucleoside analog and is not approved for the treatment of measles. Therefore, there is a clear unmet need for a measles drug, and NV387, a clinical stage drug, can be rapidly developed to meet this need. For context here, the global measles market is over $2 billion and is expected to grow at a compound annual growth rate of 5.8% over the next 8 years, reaching $3.5 billion by 2033. But that's not all, because the need for an approved treatment might be a lot more urgent than we think, because measles is fast becoming a real problem. Measles outbreaks have continued to expand in the US, reaching a record confirmed cases in the first 5 months of 2025, whereas Europe has witnessed a dramatic tenfold increase in measles cases last year. Now, we've not had any update on the study since the company announced this at the start of the month, so I'm expecting we will get an update on this soon. And that could be a catalyst for this stock in the very near term. But nanoviricides have had more recent news. Before I look at this, let's first look at the investor's presentation. So we can see here that NanoViricides' vision is to develop nanomachine antiviral drugs to revolutionize treatment of antiviral infections, the way penicillin revolutionized the treatment of bacterial infections, aiming for a one drug cures all for many viral diseases. As we've seen already, NV387 is the lead candidate that is targeted at RSV, flu, COVID, and monkeypox, but NanoViricides is also developing treatments for herpes viruses and HIV/AIDS. Both of these are latent forever infections that so far can be managed but not cured. But this is the main slide that I wanted to look at from this presentation. NanoViricides' platform is superior to all other current antiviral technologies. Now pause this video and read this. NanoViricides is superior to all other treatments. Viruses are highly unlikely to escape a nanoviricide drug, and this is by design, because they can do things that vaccines, antibodies, and chemicals cannot do. And this is a reason that NNVC stock was previously given a $6.50 price target by E.F. Hutton. And although the company has fallen off many radars in the past year, the company is seeing a serious surge in attention again right now. Now, a good few of you have been asking me in the comments to include some financial data for the stocks that I look at on this channel, mainly asking about the cash position and level of debt. And NanoViricides released their most recent financials just last month. Looking at the balance sheet, we can see that they have total assets of over 10 million, of which they have cash of over 2.5 million. Remember that this is a company valued at less than $20 million, so don't be expecting them to have hundreds of millions in the bank. But they also have liabilities of just 1.1 million, and there is no long-term debts on their balance sheet, meaning that shareholder equity is 8.8 million, which is not bad at all for a company valued at less than $20 million. Now, looking at the charts, NNVC stock is sitting at an important level right now. Anytime the stock has dropped to this level, it has seen strong support and tends to rally upwards. On the two occasions it dropped below today's level, it was not only back above it within a few days, but went on a serious rally. Last time, back in April, the stock made more than 100% over a few weeks. So this stock does tend to have explosive upside potential. We just need a little catalyst, and any news from the company could see the stock soar. New cases of COVID and bird flu are on the rise, and NanoViricide CEO Dr. Dewan believes that NV387 would be the best partner for preparedness. This press release was just last week, but it highlights some important details. There is a new COVID variant beginning to run rampant, and there have been several warnings recently about the Nimbus variant. This new Omicron subvariant has caused infections and deaths in South and Southeast Asia, and it's expected that Europe may see a spike after population immunity fell over the winter. As it says here, Nimbus is more resistant to antibodies generated from previous vaccines and is proving to be more transmissible too. NanoViricides NV387 was found to be substantially superior to the approved drug remdesivir in a lethal coronavirus lung infection animal model for COVID. Plus, the single drug alone can combat H5N1, influenza, as well as COVID infections. Now, NV387 has completed the phase 1 clinical trial in healthy human subjects with no reported adverse effects. Therefore, NV387 is the best current choice available for a highly cost-effective pandemic preparedness development. This is according to Dr. Dewan, and it will be possible to move 387 rapidly into phase 2 clinical trial for these diseases and then prepare for deployment early in the potential pandemic, curtailing its spread. In recent months, NanoViricides has been listed as one of the best nanotech penny stocks to invest in. With its ongoing expansion and development of their diverse and promising product pipeline, NV387 could revolutionize antiviral treatment just as antibiotics did against bacteria. So if you are serious about penny stocks, then NNVC needs to be on your watch list right now. But what do you think? Let me know your thoughts on nanoviricides in the comments below. Remember that these videos are for entertainment purposes. I'm not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice, so I highly recommend that you do your own due diligence. Thanks for watching and I'll